Hello, everyone in YouTube land. We love some back here as always. Alright, this is going to be a really short video. I'm not going to have this go on too long because these are just rumors, so I'm just going to get right into it right away. These are ridiculous rumors about the Switch, and that have been happening pretty much this past week, and last week too, so this is the perfect time to do it. Okay, first we have a list from Eurogamer. I'm not going to mention anyone's actual name in this video. I'm just going to mention Eurogamer and some of the rumors that came from, I don't know where. I can't even keep track of a lot of these rumors, so. And I was thinking about making this a two-parter, but I'm not going to do that, hopefully not. But anyways, let's get right to it here. Nintendo Switch lineup. Supposedly launch window games. There's a lot of ridiculous stuff happening here. Okay, 3D Mario, which we already know, we've known for that. We've known about that, you know, they were showing off in the Switch trailer that we're getting some sort of 3D Mario game or something. We'll see that. We'll see all of it we'll see all of this in January. So, Mario Kart 8, 8.5, supposedly whatever. Mario Rabbids RPG, which is ridiculous. Splatoon, with some extra content. Supposedly Zelda, which this person on Twitter here just says Zelda. It's not Zelda. Obviously, he means Zelda Breath of the Wild. Pikmin 4, which we already know about, and Pokemon Stars, which is the third version of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Like, you know, Yellow, Crystal, and Platinum, all that stuff. So, anyways, then it says, and more. Okay, let's just get to this first. Let's talk about this list first. Okay, it's easy to make a list of games that you want. Or it's easy to make a dream list or whatever. Or to make a list to look legit. Okay, you have games that we already know about, like 3D Mario, Zelda, and Pikmin 4. Then you put Mario Rabbids RPG, which is, I don't know, even though Nintendo and Ubisoft have been somewhat buddy-buddy, you know, and Ubisoft saying all those positive things about the Switch, and they always support Nintendo around launch, whatever, you know. Then we have Pokemon Stars, which is a little ridiculous because Sun and Moon just came out, and again, this is supposed to be like a launch window type thing. So Pokemon Stars is supposed to come out in the next 6 months, or between the launch. After the launch of the Switch in like 6 months, whatever. I don't buy that. That's a little too soon. The Mario Rabbids RPG game. I don't want Mario in a game. Not that I don't like the Rabbids characters, but I just don't want to see Mario and the Rabbids in a game together. I just find that ridiculous. Mario Kart 8.5, whatever. That just sounds something made up. You know, like you just made it off the top of your head. Anyone can do that. But it's easy to make a list like this where you put games that we already know about, that are actually real, that actually do exist, even though Pikmin 4 hasn't been. I mean, it was officially announced by Miyamoto. What was it, early this year or last year? But it's easy to make a list like this to put games that are real than make up 2 games. I don't know where these people get this information or how it got leaked. I don't know what their connections are or whatever, but it's ridiculous. And then Zelda is supposedly not coming out in March. That's not a launch title for the Switch, which we all thought it would be. It was delayed a couple times, and then it was delayed like a second or third time just to move it to the Switch. And now they need to delay it again for bugs and glitches, and that takes, what, 4 to 6 months. I'm not going to name any names where this came from, because I don't want to do that. I don't believe in any of these people. And supposedly there's 2 SKUs for the Switch. One SKU, which being $250, which would be really cool, I gotta admit. And another SKU with Splatoon packed in with all the content. So it's like the big complete version of Splatoon with all the DLC and more added content. That I'm guessing it is that other added content is exclusive to the Switch version. And then a battle mode coming to Mario Kart 8. Like a real battle mode coming on to Mario Kart 8. And and it's supposedly the 3D Mario game for Switch is supposed to be like a Mario 64-esque type game, which is a true open world Mario game or whatever. I don't know, man. This is just too much for me to handle and to talk about in this one video. But that's really what it is, you know? Like, a lot of this is ridiculous. The list of games is kind of ridiculous, even though some of those games are real. But at the same time, I just don't buy a Mario and Rabbids game, RPG. Mario characters and Rabbids characters. I just don't see that. I know the Rabbids characters are kind of quirky, but I just don't see those characters being in the same game together. I just can't see it. I will be shocked if it's true in January, if it's ever talked about or showed off. I don't know. And the whole Zelda Breath of the Wild not being launched in March, I just find that a little crazy, I think. I don't know. And kind of unrealistic. I mean, I hope it is. And they've been talking about that maybe Mario is the launch game for the Switch, and not Zelda. And Zelda will come out a couple months after the Switch. Maybe it's a fall game for next year. Hope not. I mean, we have to wait any more longer for this game. For the 2 SKUs, I don't want 2 SKUs. That's what messed up the Wii U launch. I don't need to get into that. But yeah, just what do you think about this? I don't know. It's just getting ridiculous. I only believe it when I hear it from Nintendo. I'll believe it in January 12th with the Switch presentation. So comment down below on what you think about all this stuff. It's just getting a little out of control. So anyways, more random videos coming soon. Peace out. Later. Bye.